Alright? Is it filming? Okay, so here is Yup, I Can Fillet a Fish. Now these are, there's a few things against me right now. These are peroris, so they're pretty yuck fish to eat, but just for the demonstration of the fillet one. Also, I don't really have a very good knife, and a good knife makes filleting a lot better. I've only got this flipping skinning knife. I have got a good fish knife, but it's A, bent, and B, it's got like big things in the blade. So, but the principles are still the same. So, important thing is, when you fillet fish, is to work at the edge of the table. Oh, and by the way, I'm not a professional fish filleter. I mean, I know there's people who fillet fish for a living that can do it way better. This is just the way my papa told me, and it kind of works for, you know, if you're not that good at it. There is a way with a good knife that you can just go zip like this and zip in 2 seconds. Alright, look down here. You go zip and zip, but I don't know how to do that. So this is how I do it. So first of all, this fish has been gutted, but just I like to chop the head off. So, and often it's good if you've got 2 knives. So you go behind the this pectoral fin. And you chop. You've got to get through the backbone, and then you angle the cut across to the bum hole. So if it hasn't been filleted, and you do it right, you actually take the head and the guts all in one chop. So sometimes you'll end up with head, and then all the guts will be sitting in there, but they've actually been taken out already. So that's good. Then you take your knife, and you basically, if you're filming that carefully, you've got the cross section here of like spinal cord. There's the fins that run, you know, up the backbone, and then there's the rib cage going around there. So when I make my cut, I'm going against those fins going up bones and cutting through the ribs. So I put my hand, go to the edge of the table, because you can't really fillet fish here, because you see your knife can't be flat because it's, does it make sense? Alright, so I'm put my hand, you got to cut through and now I'm pressing down really hardly on here, and sort of with a sawing action, you know, you're cutting through all those rib cages. When you get back to about the level of the bum hole, the rib cage is stopped, so the rib cage was here, but from the bum hole to the back, there's no, you're not cutting through any bone, so you just keep it flat and go right through, okay? And then you get, that's a pretty nice fillet, and you can tell it's a pretty good job. You know, the knife was close to the spine all the way down. Then you flip it over, and you do, yeah, you're sort of just waving around. Yeah. Imagining myself. Okay, and the same thing. Yeah, and this knife's actually is nice and sharp, so it's pretty. And then you end up with, you know, that's kind of sort of okay. Now, you've got now your fillet, but with the skin on it. I like to skin them, so you can use a fork. Where you put the fork here, and then you. Same again. You have to keep your hand. Follow me here. My hand's sort of off the edge of the table. Actually, but I don't like using a fork. I just use my hand. Okay. You kind of. Alright, so then that's the skin gone. And now you've got your fillet, and all you've got left is the rib cage and the spine. So now you remove the rib cage. Oh, oops, that didn't do very good. Let's chop through the wrong bit. Okay, so that's the rib cage gone. It's going to be for cat food. And finally is the spines running down there. And so you go down one side, and then, oh, actually I left some rib. So those are rib bones there. Not very good. This is actually going bad now. And okay. So your final fillet looks like that. And if you go to a supermarket and see what a boneless fillet looks like, it's always like that, with that kind of V taken out. Okay? Cool. So sometimes it's actually better to take the ribs out before you do the skinning. Let's see what this knife is like. Now, see how much easier it is with the right shaped knife, because it's got a long skinny blade. Okay, and then same, you're just feeling for those that spine. So we've got one rib bone left in there. And the other one. Cool. And the only thing that I was taught, and I kind of believe it, is that I reckon that fish shouldn't never be washed with fresh water. So you should always clean your fish up at the beach as much as possible, and try and do all your filleting without letting poo from the guts touch the flesh, and then don't rinse them in fresh, because I think that changes the way the fish tastes later on. Don't wash in fresh, I said. Okay.